not reports. But anyway, some of the biggest news, definitely the biggest news coming out of the weekend anyway, the weekend itself, was that Lincoln Riley jumped ship. Now, he did not jump ship to LSU, which has been reported. He went to the Trojans of USC. Shocker.
I can't lie, man. That shit came out of nowhere. I really thought the LSU stuff was credible. I thought the people that were reporting it and had some inside track, even somebody in our group who has an inside track was saying that it was all but done. It was going to be announced on Monday. And then I don't know, man. I don't know if USC dropped more M's, if somebody pissed them off because they leaked it. But I mean, it was Saturday night. I'm not going to be the head coach at LSU. Sunday morning, Dalton saying that he's going to stay. I told you. And then Sunday afternoon, he's in LA. So, I mean, this thing happens in college. I mean, we just saw LSU take Brian Kelly. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. The only people who truly keep a coach are the Ohio States, the Georgias, the Alabamas, and Clemson right now. But I mean, if Bama's job was open, Dabo would leave Clemson for Alabama. He's already made that known.
I believe that as well.
Yeah. So again, it's just one of those things that is the nature of the beast. Not gonna lie, I thought Lincoln would be one of the guys that would go to the league first before he went to another school. But we're talking about USC, bro. We talking about LA. We talking about Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, Pete Carroll, O.J. Simpson. Like, there's some real tradition out there.
I don't think people understand.
Yeah, that people are clearly forgetting.
It's like tradition of just because Pete Carroll brought it back, but the most Heismans, unless somebody tied it, but throughout my life, the team with the most Heismans was USC, Heisman University, running back U. So you got to look at what you have. They didn't have a pro team for a long time in Southern California. So that was looked at almost as like a pro team. And then the resources that they have to offer, where you are in Los Angeles, it's a prime time location. Location means so much for people that have money, not for people like us, but people that like money. Los Angeles, New York, Miami, you want to be in certain places, man. And I don't care if you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. If you're rich, first of all, rich people have places in Europe. And the taxes, you know how high the taxes are in Europe? People don't understand how these things work. LeBron willingly went there. Lincoln Riley willingly went there. Taxes are taxes. You can find a way around it, but people don't understand it's your quality of life. It's when I go to LA, look at all the other opportunities that are available to me. Same thing with Lincoln Riley and what they're offering him. If they really are offering him a private jet and $100 million and paying for his house in Oklahoma and paying for the house in LA, are you serious? It's a no-brainer. And the opportunity of the program.
Yeah, and you look at with the NIL now, recruiting at a place like USC is going to be a cinch. He already had a pretty good foothold in Cali anyway. Most of the kids that were in his top of his class were from Cali, and now he's just going to set up base in Cali. Like, West Coast recruits is kind of what he was doing. Spencer Rattler was from the West Coast. A couple of these other guys are from the West Coast general area. So I think it's a great move for him. I mean, if you're talking about putting himself in a position to be successful, he's going to the Pac-12 and not the SEC, not the SEC in a potential pod where he could draw. Hell, you could draw Bama, you could draw Auburn, and just be in a grind every fucking week. The Pac-12 is wide open. Cristobal is not a solid coach. Like, he's not the Chip Kelly era. He's not the Pete Carroll era. He's not Harbaugh when he was at Stanford. Like, he has not placed himself as the top of that conference. So it's open game, and all he's got to do is just be cool. And Lincoln's already there. As long as he stays away from making brisket, he's there. And
you lose one game or you go undefeated, you're basically in the championship every single year. So and the committee really wants, because Pac-10's kind of now held up the end of the bargain. So they definitely want some kind of parity and some kind of balance in that. So it's a good move on all accounts, other than kind of the morality of kind of ditching your program and telling them but that's the nature of the beast, man.
Yeah.
Nobody remember this. Nick Saban said he would not be the coach of Alabama when he was at Miami NFL. And next thing you know, he was the coach of Alabama. So they give you an offer you can't refuse.
Lane Kiffin left a team on the tarmac.
Well, Lane Kiffin
quit in midair,
bro. That's the MO. He's a sleazeball.